Once it pops up on Instagram, I'll start it. Vamos duro. Vamos. Going over there.
You
Chingón.
haven't even seen, bro. Look.
Espérate, güey. Ya vamos en
Chile.
putiza. Ya vamos en putiza, güey. Ya vamos en putiza.
Que Padre.
What's up, everybody?
Yo!
What up, what up? Happy December. Happy everything. Welcome to Que Padre, fatherhood podcast about Latino fatherhood in general, mental health and relationships and everything in between. I am one of your hosts, Froy, and you got your boy Chris.
What's up? What's up?
Thank you for jumping on. Before we get started, I just wanted to remind everybody that's watching, everybody out there in the world, to give your boys a quick subscribe, like, share, and turn on the notifications on, so that way at the end of the year, at the end of the podcast, you get notifications when we got our new shorts and our videos up. And new season starts in January, so you want to make sure you get all the updates. We got new content coming, new exciting things happening. So make sure you guys don't miss out. With that,
coming up in this world.
hello. We got the Christmas attire on. Obviously, we have a theme here with the colors and team here, which you'll find out why in a bit. But Chris, how are you doing? How are you doing? I like the energy. I like everything. How was this month? How was
Honestly,
Thanksgiving?
bro, I'm tired. Hella tired, but it's okay. We're all tired. We all do the same stuff. So, now, bro, I'm looking forward to his date 30 days ago. So, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see our special invite.
Our guest.
And everything's good, man. Everything's pretty decent. Just got some pretty cool news earlier. Yeah, everything's good right now.
Beautiful. I like it. It's been a very busy last month for me, and it's just been nuts with work. Everything's happening super fast, changing. Things are happening, but I'm excited to be here, man. So today we have an interesting topic. I thought, you know what? First, let's invite somebody, right? I think that's gonna be the first thing, and I'll bring them on right now. But the other thing is I was talking to my dude, and I was like, hey man, did you have anything you want to talk about? And he said, you know what? Hey, why don't we talk about new dads? I was like, new dads? What do you mean? And yeah, so let's talk about new dads. And so it got me thinking, like, you know what?
I was like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's a new dad.
Well, we know,
obviously,
yeah,
because obviously with the holidays coming up and things with family and all that, my mind is not really on people per se,
see it.
right?
So I was like, man, new dads is actually, that's not a bad one. So today we are dedicating the episode to all of the new papas.
Which we've done it before, but it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. So
it's been
new
a couple of
papas,
years.
what questions do you have? What experiences do you want to know about? Some gotchas, things that will probably help you and navigate those first couple months. Things you might be nervous about, things you might be thinking about. Whatever you might be thinking about,
Expectations.
Let us know.
Expectations.
And we can share our experiences, and hopefully they help you navigate the waters. So that's gonna be for today. Is gonna be some new papas. So with that, let's bring on our boy. So he is a influencer, social media mogul. He's a content creator, virtual director, and a online presence. He has a lot of really cool things to his resume, except for the
logos.
To it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Except for the logos
Unfortunately, there is
that
a
he
bad
has.
thing about him, a
It's
very, very ugly thing about him that we
Um.
dislike,
a very beautiful thing.
Yeah.
but it's
Beautiful thing.
okay. He has
So
no
Very beautiful thing.
choice. He has no choice.
exactly.
He wasn't, brought up correctly in the sports field. So,
I was brought up very correctly.
So
mhm.
100%.
welcome to the show, Mr. J Raider.
Thank you.
I wish I had some gangster music to play for you.
You gotta play some West Side Connection, bro. It's a must. I'm just kidding, bro. Oh
it's
man.
but
it's it's I can almost say Midwest, bro, where you guys are at.
No,
Desert, no desert connection, bro.
the New Desert Connection, the Southwest Connection, bro.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, man? How you been?
Good, brother. Good. Out here living the Albuquerque life. See. Let me kind of break it down on who I am and how I know these guys because
Well,
it's been a
let
minute.
us
Oh, you want to do that?
explain
Okay,
how we know
explain that.
you. All
Okay,
right,
all right.
so I'm gonna do it because
Oh,
it's
I'm
more like me.
nervous. I'm nervous.
So I want to say back in '07, more or less,
I met
either
you
late '06, '07, more or less, right?
like oh 08, bro, like oh 08 or
Okay.
09,
Oh wait,
something like that.
no, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe '08, yeah. So almost 2009, more or less. Uh, Myself and Froilan are at the Hawaiian Garden store. At this time, AT&T, right? We already had made the merger. The store's running good. Blah blah blah. And we were always getting one person kind of in and out of the store, right? Like the last piece to the puzzle. Uh, I got an email one day, if I remember correctly, that the kiosks were closing. So whoever doesn't know, or whoever remembers, the kiosks they used to be a kiosk inside of Gigante supermarkets, which is or
Like
was a Latino supermarket, right? Kind of like a Northgate kind of that type of thing.
yeah, yeah,
But they were all, in Hispanic communities, blah blah blah, kind of ghetto areas. So they were closing, and they were trying to find out where they were going to disperse these employees. So I get an email that I was going to get one of them, right, from the Pico store. I'm correct with that, right?
yep. Pico
Okay.
kiosk. Actually, no,
And
wait. I'm gonna correct you. I'll correct you real quick. I from Pico, I went to HP, and it didn't
okay,
work out there. So HP.
okay. So yeah, I heard I was getting somebody, and they used to be at the kiosk. At first, I thought it was Edgar, because obviously
Mhm.
I knew him first, because I used to work with him back in Montebello, the Montebello days, and
Yeah,
it ended up being it ended up being Joe. So whatever, he comes in, just normal, and we don't know anything about this guy. We don't know his past. We don't know his selling skills. We don't know nothing. And I think this is a time where the iPhone was hot, right? Because
yeah. It's
it
about to come
was it,
out. It's about to
it was
drop.
always getting stolen. We're getting
Stuff like
trained on
that.
it.
Yeah.
Remember the iPhone display was like in the middle of the store.
Yep.
Um, so that this guy comes into my store, he's new, right? And I'm like, I already have my team set up. Everybody's cool with each other. Everybody hangs out. We all get along. And then here comes this guy from left field, right? Wearing his athletic long sleeve t-shirts, white t-shirts underneath his white polo or his blue polo or the black polo.
Yeah.
We're kind of quiet. You're kind of quiet at first.
Yeah. I
You're kind of
was
quiet. And
for like a
yeah,
week.
we had you at the store until I want to say for what, like a year,
Year.
maybe?
Yeah. About a year or so. Yeah.
Until one day, unfortunately, uh he had to go for whatever reason it was. And just to let you know, that wasn't my choice.
It was
but
100% your choice. I'm
but
just kidding, man.
luckily, like I made good rapport with everybody.
Yeah.
We stayed in touch. We stayed friends. I partied with him many times after that.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know this, bro, but one of the times that I went to a party with you and Edgar out in Alhambra,
Yeah.
I got a ticket.
Shut up.
I got a ticket. I think it was Edgar's one of his last parties out there, big one, bro. I got
Uh,
super drunk.
uh,
I think Mike was there too. I don't know if you went, Freud, but
I don't think
Nah,
Freud
I
went.
don't. I didn't. I never went to things like that.
so I got a ticket, and then I got a letter from the DA, bro, from Alhambra.
Uh huh.
Went to court and everything, and this guy banned me from Alhambra for a year.
Why? Because you were driving dirty or what?
No, I wasn't driving. I got caught urinating in public.
Oh man!
I got
Wow,
caught
I did
urinating.
not know
So
that,
they got me
bro.
for indecent exposure, bro. But
Uh huh.
I got lucky, and I didn't get no time or no fine or nothing. Luckily, the
Yeah.
DA was some like old school veterano type of dude, and
Yeah.
he's like, "All right, I see that you're other than this ticket, you're pretty clean." He's like, I don't want to catch you in my city for a year. If I catch you in my city, I'm gonna throw you in jail. For I haven't been back since. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was actually one of the last times I saw you. Then you said you were gonna move to Albuquerque, and you did that thing. Then you've been out there
Yeah.
since. Now you're
Yeah.
basically a father of three almost.
Yeah. Almost, bro. Two and
You're
one
still a
baking.
Raider fan, unfortunately, and
I am always gonna
but
be a Raider
making things
fan.
happen. And
Yeah.
now
So
we have
tell
you
us, yeah,
here.
yeah.
Now we
Now
have
you're
you
here.
here.
So tell us how your fatherhood experience is and where you're at y cómo estamos.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, like Chris was saying, so, uh, two, and one baking right now. So my little girl just turned one on Saturday. It's crazy. Time flies.
Damn, bro,
That's
already, and you already have one
yeah.
already in the
Blink an eye.
chamber.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, you didn't even wait, huh? You're like,
That's
you're
how I
ready to
roll,
go,
bro.
vámonos.
I'm ready. That's how I roll. Uh, yeah, man. So, she just turned one. She's so beautiful. We just had we just did the Christmas pictures with Santa the other
Mm,
day on Tuesday, actually yesterday. Um, but yeah, man.
I
I'm
remember
expecting another
those.
one. Yeah, I'm expecting another one in March or late February, and I got a stepson.
Nice.
He's 12. So he's a smart young man growing up, starting to enter those teenage rebellious years, and it ain't no joke. It is as advertised. The
Oh,
rebellion is
bro,
on. Yep.
you are just starting.
Yep.
You are
Exactly. We're
just
just on
starting.
crack. Yeah.
Coming from somebody that has a 14-year-old, and my daughter's about to be 11. So,
Yeah.
But not only that,
yeah.
he's starting the you started this journey ya adelantado.
Well,
you
Yeah.
know?
yeah, it was a
Yeah,
pre-order. It
yeah.
was a pre-order, and then
And then he
he
got
has he has his daughter, and then right away another one.
Yeah.
So back to
home.
back.
Back to back, bro.
Um, which is, I think, in that situation, it's cool because like your memory as far as what to do and stuff is still there,
Yeah.
right? You're like,
Yep.
oh, okay, I just did this not too long ago, a couple months ago. I'm gonna do it again. So when you guys were talking about earlier, like, oh, I feel like I just did this. Well, yeah. Um, like in my situation, we waited what 4 years, and
Hmm.
yours también, no, Freud, like the 2, 3 years.
2.5, yeah, 2.5, 3.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you didn't even get a break from the first one when you already got the other one.
Well,
Bro,
we finished
Which is
gotta
potty
cool though
breathe.
training,
because
and then we
yeah,
had to start again.
you have a lot of things that you're gonna focus on and be like, damn, you're not gonna have that. Oh, I remember when she was this when you already have the next one already there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be creating memories back to back, which I think is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is. This time next year we're gonna be getting ready to celebrate his first birthday. And she'll
So
be
it's a
turning
boy.
2. Yeah, it's a boy, man, for sure.
Nice,
So,
nice,
super
nice.
excited
And then
about
that's
that.
something that you
Congrats.
guys have in common. You guys got the second one as a boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow.
Well,
I
forehead
was.
second one's a boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
my first one was a boy, so
Oh, that's nice.
that's
No,
cool.
I was a little scared, bro. I don't know if I was able to gonna pull off a boy, but I had to like go back into my genealogy and her genealogy, and I'm like, man, they ain't no way we're having 2 girls. It's impossible almost, Everybody in my family has either a boy or a girl or boys. It's
Yeah,
that's how it really is on my side. So I'm like, for me to be singled out to have 2 girls will be wild. But I mean, obviously it don't matter at the end of the day. I love them the
right.
same. But yeah, having the pair because my dad had a pair, had me and my
Mm,
sister, with my mom. Yeah, just to be in that position myself is kind of a trip, and
yeah.
it's kind of
Well,
special.
you get the
You know
both
what I
of you get the both of both worlds, So
mean?
it's
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
And they say, to be honest with you, they say that girls are easier. Um, that is a complete lie.
Huh.
Girls are not easier.
They are
uh,
not.
but you guys will get to one day.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I wanted to start this off real quick and appreciate the exposition, the very deep, detailed story about how we know Jay Rader. Um,
You gotta have details, bro.
I know.
but I wanted to ask you something, bro. Mr. J Raider, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
use your stage name here.
thank you.
Este, you had your daughter. What was the biggest change that you felt happened when your daughter was born? Like obviously you were already, you
Mhm.
know, fathering your stepson, but what changed when your daughter came?
Well, let me ask you
Um,
this: when you met
Espérate,
your chick,
güey, just
yeah,
ask
because
me.
you don't know how little the boy was when he got introduced to the
What
boy.
what was it? Was it a baby?
no, no. So
Okay,
he
see,
was
I
about
didn't
like
know that.
9 or 10 years old.
Okay,
And yeah, so it hasn't been super long, but we met at probably the right age where um I'm able to have that influence,
yeah,
now. Um and it's starting to that's starting to carry over to his teenage years. But
nice.
I think the biggest change is just that reality of you now care for like this tiny human being, and like whatever happens to that tiny human being is on you. You're responsible for it, you know? Um, and you create this crazy ass bond that um it's just unconditional. I feel, it's a trip. I don't know how else to explain it. Um, for me, I waited, bro. I waited a long time to have children. And my compadre gives me
Oh
shit
yeah, you did.
about this all the fucking time, and I'd never hear the end of it. So you waited long, but that dude started off when he was like 21 with my
Fuck.
goddaughter, right? So
How
I
old are you
was
again, bro?
single. I'm 40.
Oh, he's
I
our
just turned
age.
40. Yeah,
Oh shit,
yeah.
you waited longer than me.
I waited long, bro. Yeah, so that's another thing. Y'all didn't know that. I didn't mention that, but
Oh, I knew that.
yeah, he started early, and I was the one out there having fun, and I did all my shit. Um, but I felt because hey, I want to do this now, so when it comes time to do that, I'm able to really cherish it and not have like not miss it so much. So for me, entering fatherhood was just like it was just the next step that I was ready to take, and so um having her it just changed shit like 180 degrees, if not 360, man. But um it was something that I prepared for. as best as I could, but nothing could ever prepare you for it, but you prepare as best as you can. And I think waiting so long, I felt like I had a leg up, but yeah, even still to this day, man, it's still hard, man. It never gets easier. It never gets easier, but you cherish all the moments that you're going through with them, and like having her starting to talk, it's like, oh shit, damn. I was like literally like just seeing you like sleep all day, and now you're at the point where you're almost about to walk, you're almost talking, you're
Damn,
saying
bro,
little words
you're
and stuff like
fucking
that.
literally barely starting. Oh my god.
See,
Yeah.
güey.
Shit.
But you know what?
I'm
That's the
talking
fun
about
part,
like
bro.
I'm
Woo!
talking about like I did that over a decade ago. Shit.
Yeah. So
um,
so how was sleep before and after?
Ooh, man, this okay. So obviously, sleep was good before. Shit, I'm all like getting a good night's sleep, and then she comes, and then first day, fuck, dude, first day was like it
Well,
was just like
did you guys have any issues with her sleeping at all? Like at the
I mean,
right times?
what like when she was born, or like when I brought her
Well,
home?
I mean, as an infant.
As an infant, oh yeah, even now, bro, her sleep schedule's fucked. Like it's so retarded. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's like we don't try. We definitely try. We tried everything. I think, and we
So
still try
I
things.
asked that because I went through that with my son too, where like he would sleep literally the whole day,
Yep.
and at night he thought it was like daytime.
Yeah,
So I guess
exactly.
in the Hispanic community they call that as he had his internal clock like backwards, you know,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
where daytime
Yellow.
was nighttime and nighttime was daytime, and
Yeah.
it was to a point where we were literally zombies. My my baby mom and myself, and
Yeah.
I could just imagine your situation too. You know.
Oh yeah, bro. So like, um, we try to get her to bed like 11, between 11 and 12, right? Even earlier. We tried earlier, but we go to bed by like midnight. And then she's up till like 2, bro. And we're trying to like, come on, go to sleep. We have the pacifier. We're putting on the rain, bro, on YouTube, and eventually she kind of gets it. Most nights she does, and then there's some nights where it's just a fight, bro, and
So you guys are
it's her
still
teething.
struggling with that.
Yeah, still struggling with that, man, and
Mm,
it's just it's part of it's because she's teething too,
mm,
um, and it's just her. Yeah, like you said, her internal clock's all messed up. She has my sleep pattern anyway. I'm a night owl myself, but I mean, I have to work, so I go to bed. I try to go to bed by like 11:30, 12 o'clock, because
yeah.
I got to get up at 7 to go to work. So,
Wait till they
yeah,
start going to school, bro.
shit.
Yeah. So hey, question then. All right,
Yeah.
and I'm poking out at all the like the baby stuff, right? We
Hmm.
got one of my boys here, quien dijo miedo. He used to actually help us with a lot of our t-shirt designs early on when we were doing the t-shirts. He actually just announced that he's expecting. So congrats to
Nice.
him.
Congrats,
And
brother.
I'm hoping that he gets a lot of good ideas, topics from what we're talking about. But obviously sleep, that's one thing that changes.
Mhm.
One big thing that I wanted to poke and ask you about, and how is the relationship with, and this might be a little different because there's already a kid in the family, but how is your relationship with like suegros and suegras wanting to get involved?
In-laws.
If yeah, your in-laws trying to get involved with do
Yeah.
this, do that, or maybe they want to fucking they put a little red string on their forehead because that'll
Well,
clear it off.
are they
Um,
traditional? Are they
yeah,
traditional?
Bro.
Basically,
like how are you navigating those waters of like,
are they
oh
traditional? And
senora, or
if you
yes,
allow it or you believe it in or not, you know.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I have a really good relationship with my in-laws. Well, mind you, my in-laws are 2,000 miles away from me, so there's that,
Okay, so
right?
you ain't got no problem with that. Yeah.
I ain't got really that problem, but when they do come, and my mother-in-law comes to visit, uh, not pretty regularly, but at least quarterly, almost. Like it's that type of thing. But when she's here, it's good. They're more traditional, not so much like old housewife remedies type thing. My mom is, bro, and I would just. Bro, I just got done hearing, oh, you need to put the little egg yolk on her knees so she can start walking. That's the time. I was just laughing, tell my girl, hey, she because my girl's white, so I tell her, hey, she said this, and she just starts laughing. She's like, oh my god, for us? I'm like, yeah. So it's a trip. My mom is the
That
one
that's
more
that's
with
uh
the
that's
shit,
another one too.
Yeah.
Is there like any clash in cultures too, since you mentioned it?
No, not really, man. New Mexico's kind of different from what we're used to out in California.
Yeah,
Excuse me, in the sense where it's not the races aren't divided like that. Everybody's kind of like integrated, bro. So, like white people embrace the New Mexican culture because a lot of it is, the Native American plus, the Mexican side. So
yeah.
it's like a blend of everything. So, I mean, she's been out here for a good minute, so she's obviously dealt with that. My stepson is also Mexican, so she's already kind of experienced through that. But so I think with having that experience with my mom, it's just like it just she understands, and it works out really good. But yeah, it's just my mom is just like, try this, try
But
that, try this, try that.
your girl is okay with it,
Yeah,
or does
she
she
is.
fight it, or does she fight you with it?
No, no,
Okay,
no, definitely not. No, she's like, you need to teach me mucho Spanish so I can like communicate with your mom
okay. Well,
better.
there
I'm
you
like,
go.
all right,
Yeah.
mucho Spanish, check for sure.
No,
We'll
because
work on that.
there's a lot of people that either don't believe in it,
Yeah,
or that grew up in it but are always like incredulous about it, or they're not about that life, So
yeah,
we asked that question because we get that obviously our parents, our grandmothers, whenever we had any type of pains, or oh, que el niño tiene cólico, que le tienes que pegar así, o lo tienes que voltear al revés,
Y tienes que dar
yeah.
or
un té.
you
So,
gotta give them a tea or stuff like that. So it all
yeah,
depends on how you grew up, and if you believe in it, or if you think it works for you, then it works for you. If you think it doesn't, then it doesn't, right?
yeah,
We're not here to judge. We're just kind of one, the difference in cultures, and two, the difference in the time that you have your kids. Obviously, it's 2024, 2025.
oh, yeah,
It's completely different from when I had, mine, which was 2010. You know, um, the train of thoughts are different. Things have changed. We've gone through COVID now, so there's a lot of
yeah,
things
yeah,
that have changed, and you new parents are different. The new babies now are completely different,
Your COVID
even
oh, yeah.
babies.
from
COVID
when my
babies,
kids,
literally my
were
daughter.
born.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why we ask these questions, because every parent is different. There's people
yeah.
that again believe, people that don't believe. So
Yeah, I feel for me, and it's like kind of speaking for her a little bit. We kind of do half and half, bro. Because I mean, there'll be some shit that she'll do, and then I'm like, I rather just give her Tylenol. And then she's the same way. I'll be like, why don't we try this? And it's kind of like that. So I think when it just becomes, I have to put yoke on my daughter's knees. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think she'll be
but
fine if
you know what, bro? The
you know.
crazy thing is that the way I think now is like they wouldn't be saying it if it didn't work,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah. There's some validity to it. I
if
don't
it
think it's
was
outlandishly bullshit.
believable.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll fully work. I feel
No, I
like,
mean, I guess it's sometimes you got to do those things so that the in-laws can either back off a little bit or pretend like
oh
you're
yeah,
doing it. Okay, I'll try it. I'll
yeah,
try it. I'll try it. Oh yeah, you know what? She did feel good about it. You know, everything went well. Blah blah blah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, está bien. Yeah.
yeah. No, for sure. Yeah,
So now that you're gonna have the two babies, right?
yeah,
And two
How are you
babies.
preparing, bro? Because I mean, because you're gonna have two babies. I mean, there's no way
yeah.
around it. Well, no,
Oh
So
yeah.
and what's
let me
crazy
tell
is
you this, bro.
one of
This
them.
is
Hold
the
on, Chris. Hold on.
essential.
Oh, espérate, güey. Hold on, Chris. No. So what's one of the crazy things that's gonna happen is you're
Yeah.
gonna have one of the your little girl is gonna start
Uh-huh.
running around. And you're
Yep.
gonna have the little baby. So one
Yeah.
of them's gonna start crying, and then the other one's gonna start crying. Vale
Yep.
madre.
Yep.
So how are you preparing for that mentally?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't think you can, bro.
Nah,
I
you
don't really
can't.
you
You
can't.
really can't.
Yeah, it's just
You
like
don't know what to
it.
expect.
No, you just kind of just deal with it at that point. You're just like, well, fuck it. What's gonna happen is that we're eventually, just because of our work schedules, one is always gonna be home. So one's always gonna have to take care of two babies at one time at the same time. So
Oof.
it's gonna be interesting how we deal with it. She's mostly mellow, but sometimes, yeah, obviously she'll get into her fits, and that's it, bro. And it's DEFCON 1. Everything's gone to shit. I don't know how this
Especially
new
when the
baby
baby's
set.
already falling asleep, bro, and then the other one starts. Hijos,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's gonna
If you
be
can
interesting
sync
how
sleep
her
somehow,
sleep schedule. Yeah,
yeah.
sleep.
But
Yeah.
you know what might happen is that second baby might be a better sleeper.
It might be
Yeah, I
super
hope so
chill
Because
too, yeah.
because
for our sake.
with my daughter, batallamos un montón too. Like,
Uh-huh.
dude, trying to find a way to rock her, put her down.
Yeah,
With her, we did we didn't do the like. There's different ways to like teach your kids how to fall asleep on their own.
yeah.
We lucked out. We didn't really use the pacifier. She didn't really care for it, so we didn't really use it. So I think we lucked out on
Oh,
that
good. Yeah.
end. But there was we were trying something where you essentially put them down half asleep,
Uh huh.
and then they kind of struggle a little bit, but then they learn how to sell themselves each other, right?
Yeah.
Well, they struggled a lot, and then this little girl used to stand up and boom, she used to fall in this in the bed, boom, she
The
used to hit
crib,
herself
yeah.
on the crib, like oh, and the
Yeah.
wood is not really hard, so I'm sure it doesn't like mess her up, but
Yeah.
like you feel bad, right? And my
Yeah.
son, way first night home, slept through the night. What the
Wow.
fuck?
That's
So
crazy.
I wish you the best. Knocking on wood. But yeah, man, you might end up getting a good sleeper.
Yeah.
But you never know, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Exactly.
and some people use melatonin. I'm not a judge. Parents do what they need to do.
A lot of
It's
people
Yep.
do that.
Yep. Exactly. My daughter was, at first, when she was a newborn, she slept through the night. Most nights. I think we probably had to get up like maybe 4 in the morning. She gave us like good 4 hours of sleep, maybe five. So I mean that's pretty good, to be honest. A lot of parents, I'm pretty sure, they probably had like 2 hours of sleep, and then you gotta get up, and then you gotta get up another hour after that, and then another
Well,
after
you gotta
maybe two
remember they
after
gotta
that.
eat every 2 hours, so
Yeah. No, she slept for like 4 hours, bro, 5 hours, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I'll
yeah.
take that. I ain't mad at that. So that's she's
That's
hopefully he's the same way.
yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
So so here's another aspect of papihood. I'm gonna call it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Uh, before the kids, right? Before you were papi to the babies.
Yeah.
You had hobbies, right? What kind of hobbies do you have, or did what are some of the things that you like to do
Oh, before I
before the
started doing
babies? Yeah,
podcasting,
yeah,
um,
Party,
before the babies, yeah.
hard. That
party,
was a single
party.
night, bro. They ain't the love no more. But yeah, once upon a time, yeah. No, but I was in the gym a lot. Shit, I worked at a gym for before, way before the babies came. So that was all about gym life. As
Okay.
if you look at me now, I ain't about that gym life anymore. So though I have a gym a few feet away in my garage, and I try to make it out there as much as I can, but sometimes it just don't work out. Yeah, I try to stay active as much as I can, and then obviously now uh shifting and going into my second child. Obviously doing podcasting and content creating. It's kind of like led the forefront for me, and um that's kind of what I've been focused on, and when I'm not focused on the kids, and you know uh taking care of these kids and changing diapers and all that. So, yeah, man, just hang out with the family, doing family stuff. That's literally what changes, dude. It's just like from kind of worrying about yourself to like, okay, now I gotta do stuff with other people. Like I gotta do something that bonds us as a family. It's not just all about me all the time. It's just
You
gotta
gotta
be
find
like,
what's in
all right,
common, you know,
gotta find
Yeah.
what's in common. You
to
gotta do
another
something
other.
that bonds. Yeah, gotta do something that bonds. So,
Yeah, but at the same
yeah,
time, and I say this carefully, right? You also want to make sure that you are okay,
yeah,
because yeah, you want to be present, you want to be there, but being there doing that shit is tiring, bro.
yes,
Taking care of your household, taking care of your relationship with your partner, being a good dad, making sure bills are paid, making sure this is done, making sure everything is done as far as like our us as men, right? Things that we need to take care of. We always tend to forget, right? And so the reason I was asking is what hobbies you used to do, things that you used to do all the time, like how do you find the balance to take care of yourself, even though you're gonna have two babies.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you one of the things that I started doing back when COVID hit, that I started doing a lot more, and I used to do a lot, like I used to do religiously, is I used to play a lot of video games, right?
yeah,
Once COVID hit, I was like, damn, like I might as well buy an Xbox, right? Let's buy one to start gaming again, bro. I started gaming, and then the babies came, and it kind of dipped.
yeah,
But then I found that, man, you know what? Once the babies are asleep, fuck it, I'm gonna jump on. I won't sleep. I'd rather play because then I can shoot the shit. And then I started playing Warzone with some of the homies, and vamonos. Now you got that time where you kind of connect with your friends a little bit, release a little bit of stress, and
yeah,
then yay, now you're good in a way, right? You're back,
yeah,
you're able to give your attention to the family.
yeah, for sure,
And
for sure.
how do you think this started too?
Right?
Yep. Yep.
Exactly.
We started this because of that. Because we needed like me and Fro would talk and I do like especially during COVID. What are
Yeah,
you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Well, fuck, dude, we can't do anything. We can't go outside. Can't even go to the market. Can't drive around. Can't do this. Can't do that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think Amy was barely born, no?
Yeah, she was, well, the whole
Or about
QP
to?
thing, the whole QP thing
Right after she
started
was
when she
born,
was
yeah.
born. Yeah, after she was born.
So yeah, this was our way to pretty much talk,
Hmm.
talk about what we were doing. Obviously with my situation being different from you guys's, and then other finding out that other dads are going through the same stuff or even
Yeah.
worse or lighter or whatever, so that's how all this started. Started learning how to do this whole video stuff. We went into the merch. We went to a bunch of stuff. Started meeting other
Hmm.
people.
Hmm.
To a point where, like, obviously I didn't realize it, but I would go places or go to Freud's house after COVID, obviously. And hey, what's up, Chris? And I'd be looking at people. I'm like, the hell are you? Oh, I see you on the videos all the time. Like, oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, something to get our head straight, and I think that's what we all as dads need is a little space like this to ask, hey, like, how you doing?
yeah.
Because unfortunately, us as men, we were raised, we were taught to uh not talk, bro. Not
Yep.
talk or not question things, and if it
Yeah.
hurts or if it's hard, kind of keep it to yourself and deal with it and continue moving forward.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Not saying that maybe that's not entirely wrong, but at the same time, that's how a lot of our great people in society have unalive themselves because they were going through these things and they couldn't either talk to somebody or they didn't know how to talk to somebody
Yeah.
about their problems and obviously made the incorrect choice to not be here anymore
Did you say
and
unalive themselves?
unalive themselves. Yes,
Sorry, I think
because you can't say the other word in internet, bro, because then they
Oh,
take you out. Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
they I think that's one of the reasons why Freud and I created this so that we can talk about problems. We can talk about,
Yeah.
hey, bro, hey, this is gonna happen, so be ready. Or how are you getting ready for this adventure that you're gonna go through for the rest of your life?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be easy for you? Do you think it's gonna be different for you? Dude, there's things that you guys right now, you guys glow because you guys are expecting these memories that for me are already core memories back here, and you guys are barely gonna go through it.
Yeah.
And I'm going through things where like, man, I hope my friends don't go through this stuff, or I hope they don't hurt the way I'm hurting right now because
Yeah.
of certain situations. And then I talk to other people that I already had gone through it, and they tell me, "Hey, don't worry about it. This is normal. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
this is the normality of this, and we have to get used to it, right? Or try to I don't know, go at it a different way so that we don't go through this. Maybe the next generation, our kids, don't have to go through whatever little pain that we go through or whatever struggles that we go through as parents as well.
Yeah.
So making it easier for the next generation, and then the next generation after that, and the next
Yeah.
generation after that. Bro, because from what I'm hearing of new parents, these babies are literally almost coming out walking, bro. So it's it's babies walking at 9 months already, bro. 10 months,
Yeah.
teething
Yeah.
already at 6 months, or
Yeah.
before that.
They named
Eating solid
themselves.
foods,
They cut their own
eating
umbilical
salt.
cord.
I know, right?
Simone way.
They're bionic.
So uh everything is different. Everything is different, but man, you're gonna I'm happy for you because I know what you're gonna go through, and it's fucking badass, bro. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
badass, especially now that you're gonna have your boy. Now, if you're gonna have your own little Raider dude there, you're gonna be
Oh,
you're gonna.
she's a rated girl already. To answer
It,
Anthony's point,
it,
yes, they will be
it's
rated.
cool, bro,
Oh,
but it's not the same as having your boy next to you. I tell
oh
you
yeah.
that.
Oh
And
yeah.
Freud
Sure.
understands that now
Yes.
because now
100%.
Freud can play different from how he plays with Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you're gonna have a chance to do that too.
Yeah.
And I had it backwards where like I played rough with my boy first, and second is like, oh, now I got my princess, right? To be honest with you, it's like I fell in love again. I fell in love again, and I fell in love again with another woman, bro. But this love is unconditional, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
no matter what the situation, I know my daughter's always gonna love me, and I'm always gonna love her. You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly. Exactly,
so.
bro. I couldn't have
You
said
have a
it
lot of
better
cool
any so
stuff coming, bro. You have a lot of
yeah.
cool stuff coming. With both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. Not just your new baby, but both of them.
Yeah.
And your stepson too, bro. Hopefully he's a cool ass older brother, and he teaches
Yeah,
these
he's a
little
good
babies a lot of stuff, and
yeah.
Yeah.
he becomes a role model, because a lot of these kids need a role model too.
Yeah, they do. And he's a good kid. He's a good brother, and he's gonna be a good role model, man. You could just tell. And when I
Yeah.
met him, he's just a good kid from top to bottom, man. And you
Dude,
know,
not only that, dude, I applaud you for going in a situation basically a head start, right? A
yeah,
pre-order because
reassembled. Yeah,
yeah, pre-assembled, no assembly necessary.
yeah,
Just
yes,
feed and take care of him for the rest of his life.
yeah,
But I applaud you for that because not a lot of us are willing to do that. Not a lot of us are
yeah,
willing to do that going into a situation already uh pre-assembled, like you're saying. and calling him your son if that's what you
Yeah.
do,
Yeah, I do.
because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to go in a situation like that, and then
Yeah.
you're a bigger man than most of us, bro. I'll tell you that.
Especially when they're that young,
Yeah.
because it's and again, I'm speaking without knowing, right? But just from what I've seen with other friends of mine too,
No, from what
you're
we see on
walking into
TV too.
yeah, you're walking into situations where you're the one that's present, and
Mhm.
so you kind of want to set examples, and you want to you want to be you want to show things a certain way, but at the same time, there's a part of you that understands, hey, if their dad shows up, hey, you got to give a little bit of leeway, but at the same time, I don't know. It's a difficult line to navigate.
Yeah,
It's just
Um,
respect, bro.
it's a
Yeah,
tough
there has to be
tough
a
line.
mutual respect where the other party is the father, and obviously if they get along and everything's cool, then they do. And if they don't, then you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of you, and
yeah,
you're my problem now.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless of the situation, like I said, it takes a huge person to accept that, to walk into it, and and making it work. And if that's the case, like I said, I congratulate you, and I have a few
Thank
friends
you.
that are in the same situation.
Yeah,
My dad was the same thing,
yeah,
um, so I know it takes a bigger person to do that, and to become a father figure of somebody, of a kid that might have needed that father figure. Obviously not knowing the situation, but still, you become that parent, that guardian that he's gonna look up to.
yeah,
You know,
but
yeah,
I
other
have
than
to
the
say,
Raider thing. Yeah,
I have to say, now you're ready for that age.
yeah,
yeah,
You kind of hijack the experience at 5 years, right?
yeah,
yeah. You got
So
that cheat
so
code.
so
yeah. Did
right now you're in the little gap of 4 years where you're figuring it out for the first time yourself, because
mm,
obviously your wife has gone through it. She's
yeah,
she whatever experience she had, but right now you're going through the early stage. But by the
hmm
time you get to 5, it's gonna come naturally. Like, oh, I've done this before. Hey, okay, I know how to
yeah,
navigate these waters a little bit,
I know what to
yeah,
do.
I think it gives you a little bit of advantage in a way, right?
Yeah,
Which is pretty cool. So there's always a silver lining to things. Um,
pros and cons, pros and cons.
yeah, and so yeah, man. So it's exciting to hear. I have another friend that was just on our Instagram that has a newborn. A friend Uriel
mhm,
from back in Norwalk. Dude's also had a newborn. Like, dude, a lot of our friends are having babies,
yeah.
and it's awesome, right? Uh, so if there's any new dads out there watching this, any papas that are to be, any papis in training per se, send us a
Yep.
message if you have any questions, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
saying we're the experts, right? I'm not saying we're the experts, but it might be something we've experienced before, right? It might be something that we saw before. Like, I think one of the biggest things that I learned is especially when they're babies, and I'm saying this really good. If they don't poop in a week, or they're not going to the restroom in a week, that's when you start worrying, right?
Oh
I,
yeah,
I went. My baby went. My son went like 4 days without pooping. We're like, all right, well, if he doesn't go tomorrow, like, let's start worrying, right? and 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 knowing little things like that can make a world of difference, because you don't freak out, and then your partner doesn't freak out, right? It's like, all right, take a deep breath. And I'm not saying I'm a medical expert, but basic things like that will kind of set you up
oh yeah,
to navigate the waters a little bit easier. Have a conversation with the wife or the partner, and
yeah.
and be able to navigate those experiences, those situations a little bit better. Um, and some people may or may not have. Hey, mom, what can I do?
Yeah,
Right?
you might not
Hey,
have that lifeline.
yeah. Some people may or may not have that lifeline, and that's why we put it out. That's why we want to share it. So plainly, that was the goal for today. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of the gift that I wanted to make sure that we give to all our papas and all our friends. Um,
Mhm.
so So I just wanted to make sure I sprinkle that on there. And for you too. I mean, you're going through this for your gap, but if anything comes up, man, hey, we have a couple posts on there on potty training. Things are gonna
Yeah.
happen, man. If you
Oh
haven't got
yeah.
peed on, you're gonna get peed on. If you haven't got
Oh,
pooped on, you're gonna get
bro,
pooped on. If
got
you haven't
peed
got thrown
on.
up, you're gonna get thrown up on.
Watch for exploding diapers. That's all I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
say.
I've seen videos of new dads changing diapers and right?
Yeah, no,
And
I got
so
a pretty strong stomach.
hey, so all these experiences, all these things that happen at this young age, they're special. But when we get older, they're also special.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
wanted
for
to
sure.
sprinkle that. But Chris, what thoughts? What
They're
thoughts?
they're they're, they're special because they're memories, bro. And their memories once those kids get your little ones get to the age where your boys at, you go, man, I remember when you used to do this, used to do that, and oh,
Yeah,
you used to smell like a baby, and I used to love it, and now you smell like ass, and
I know.
you start to smell like onions,
You're
and
like, so like, now you gotta get in the shower.
bro,
Come on.
this teenager thing is it's no joke, bro.
I
It's
know.
no joke. Now I'm getting ready for that next stage of what's coming because I'm getting
Yeah,
questions that I didn't even ask my dad at the time, and I'm just
yeah,
like, fuck. Like I know the answers, but it's
yeah,
like at the same time, it's a little embarrassing,
yeah.
because talking to your kid about these things is not I don't
It's
know, it's
weird.
just weird because I don't know about your dad or for all your dad, but my dad didn't talk about it.
Yeah,
We kind of just stumbled in whatever situation it is and figure it out later. But
yeah,
in this situation, because we have gone through it and because we do have the space of speaking of how to get ready and how to be better and
hmm,
how to be break that cycle of not telling their kids I love you or be careful or do this or hey, you know what, here's this little thing in case you need to use it.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I'm starting to get used to that. I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to get used to that space of you know what, son, it's okay. And trying to get people like you in that beginning stage to let you know that everything is gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right, regardless of whatever headache you're going through with your kids. As long as it's not, health related in a bad way,
Yeah,
everything's gonna be all right.
yeah, for sure. That's the
Um,
way I see it. That's
it's
the way I
it's
look at
uh
it.
it's one of those things that sometimes we don't hear it as parents, because you could be having that bad experience with your partner, and like, damn, who do I talk about this? Or
Yeah,
how do I get my anger out? How do I get my frustration out? Or what can I do to fix things? Right?
yeah. No,
I'll tell you this: Freud is I think he's educated himself and his partner a lot on how to be good in that space with your partner, right?
yeah,
In these
yeah,
situations, because that does happen when the babies are little. Sometimes us as men we get pushed away a little bit because
mm,
the women have this new toy to play with, right? This new thing that loves them, even though it doesn't say I love you. But they look at you, bro, with such an inspiration, such a deep look
yeah.
that the babies
Admiration.
look at you with so much, like I don't know how to explain it, bro. But it's one of those things where I've seen it where a lot of the wives or girlfriends they start pushing the men a little bit away, and it's like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why are you pushing me away? Why did I do anything wrong?
Hmm.
Do you not love me anymore? I swear I'm not doing anything. Things start coming in your mind, and no, everything's okay. It's just these are the things that happen
Yeah.
to couples, and it's okay. It's okay. There's numbers, there's places. We have our DM always on it. I'm always on it. Freud's always on it.
Yeah.
And any type of question, concern, ideas, or anything. Hey, Chris, I went through this. Put a message out there about it, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we have that space now for new dads, new papas like you, so that
Yeah.
y'all don't feel left out, without a place to ask questions. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, it's always good to have a good support system, and that's something that I actually ask you in the hospital. They're like, "Hey, what's your support system like?" And we're like, "Oh shit, well, you got some family and shit." But yeah, I mean, in
Yeah.
reality,
And a
it's
lot of
like,
stuff is available for women, bro, but not for
yeah.
men.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, because yeah, I mean, I don't, I didn't go really through any type of like kind of depression or anything like that. I was really kind of focused on just a baby and making
Yeah.
sure that we took care of her and she had everything and
Yeah.
getting ready to repeat the process, the same thing
Hmm.
like you were saying, Freud. It's just get that cheat code, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I had the cheat code. I got the cheat code way even before this situation, bro. Like, I took care of my sister for majority of my life, bro.
Is she a
Fortunately, my
lot
dad.
younger than you?
She's 10 years younger than me.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, so I took care of her from when she was little. Fortunately, my dad passed away when I was like almost 15 years old, bro. So it was just me, my sister, and my mom. And my mom obviously had to
Work.
go out and go to work, go to school, all this shit, and support us. And I try to be there. I try to be the listening parent. I try to be the disciplinarian. I try to be the consoler, all this shit as much as I could, bro. I was terrible, terrible at it. This is a teenager trying to parent a
Yeah, it's like
fucking
when kids
little
are having
kid.
kids, bro. You're barely going through it, and now you got to teach somebody to go through it too.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know. I was like, fuck, I need a father figure right now. Like, like
Hmm.
you knew I knew it, but I tried to do the best I could with her, and
Yeah.
um, she has a family of her own, and she's doing all the right things, and I think I did a swell job. At least she gives me at least she gives me the thumbs up every now and then. So yeah, at least that gave me the experience, and I feel I went into this more confidently and less scared than probably any other person. And just because of my situation, and not every
Yeah.
situation is going to be the same,
Yeah.
right?
No, that helps a
um
lot. Yeah.
that helps a lot. So it's just going through those little scenarios and just having that life experience, I think, just gave me the little bit of leg up. And obviously it's different because she's my sister, and these are my kids now. It's like night and day. Is different. Like but still the goal is the same. Is just I want them to be good, productive people, and have a good quality of life, and be able to have a good family, and good values with their children. I think that's what we want as parents. We want
That's the
the
main
version of
thing, bro.
ourselves
Those
to be better.
values. Those values. Yeah.
The values,
Yeah.
the version of because they're the version of us, right? And we just want them to
Of
be better
course.
than us. And it has always been said, right? And my mom used to say it. My dad, when he was alive, he was saying it, and he was just like, "I want you to be better than me." I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means, I'm like, I'm gonna go fucking play video games, I'm gonna go fly a jet. That's all I cared about. But now, as a parent, it makes sense, and you got to get to that point, and then if certain things finally start to click from the things that your parents said, is like, oh shit, now I understand. Now I understand why they did this or said that or whatever. Everything just clicks together. So, um, yeah, I agree, man. It's just like, um, having a good support system is key. I have family in California, but I also have family here. My compadre, who's my best friend for like 25 years, dude lives a mile away from me, and I hit him up. And back in the day, we've had those conversations about women and relationships, and now we talk about fatherhood, bro.
You
And
talk
it's
about
funny
kids.
because
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny we have this conversation in real life, like between me and him all the time. It's just like, bro, I'm almost finished because his daughter's 18, his daughter's 13. He's in the same situation as you, Chris, and then I'm just starting, so it's just like, I don't remember how to call the kid, bro. I'm like, well, it's nothing to
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
he's like, you're gonna go through
Uh,
this and this and that, so be ready. I'm like, all right. I'm like, let's see what happens. I'm like, so he gives me the heads up, and I feel like because he's a single parent now, um, I can go to one of the best sources aside from my sister, who was a single parent for quite a long time, um, to for advice on like, hey, what do I do with this situation? What do I do with that situation? So I don't. Luckily, I don't feel like alone, even though you do. It's natural to feel alone sometimes, but it's not a bad thing. It's just like the relationship the things that you go through between the partners with children is different. My girl takes care of my
and,
daughter majority of the time. I don't take care of
your
her as
chick is
much.
very different from you, and you're very different
Yeah,
from her. She deals
exactly.
with things different than you do,
Hmm.
So yeah, that's very normal.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and yes, you hit it. You hit a real good thing right there, where we do feel alone sometimes. And again, that's one of the things that Freud and I used to talk about. That's one of the things that we need as men. Even though it's a thing that kind I kind of feel like it has to happen
Hmm.
as men, and that's one of the learning aspects of being a man and a father, is to feel alone and to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Figure it out, learn how to figure it out, learn from that lesson so that you can teach your son or your daughter, hey,
Mhm.
esto y esto va a pasar,
Yeah.
or this is what it can happen. Try not to commit these mistakes or go around them or blah blah. I already went through this, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Like you said,
Right.
everything that our
Yeah.
parents would tell us or did, now you're like, ah,
Yeah. It's coming full circle.
not only full circle, but you start talking like them, bro.
Yeah.
You
Oh
start
yeah.
saying you start saying the same things that your dad's saying, bro. I and not only that, bro, like I catch myself listening to the music that my dad used to listen to.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I'm becoming my dad, you know?
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but when you're a kid, you're like, fuck, I hate
Never gonna
you.
be like
I
them.
don't want to
Yeah.
be this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be nothing like you. I want to be better than you. Which, no disrespect to our fathers, we are better than them, right?
Yeah.
We are better than them, and we're the same as them in many aspects, right? And our kids are gonna be the same as us and better than us in many aspects as well. My son tells me, bro. My son is very, very blunt with me. Me and my son have a very, very good relationship, very open relationship too.
Yeah.
But we trust each other. And he tells me, he said, Dad, I'm a better version of you, right?
Mhm.
I go, I know. And I go, that was my intention. I
Yeah.
want you to be better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
What did
I want you to be better than me.
Franco Escamilla say? Mi papá fue mejor que su papá.
Que su papá, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo soy mejor que mi papá. Y mi hijo va a ser mejor que yo.
Que yo.
See.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah, of course. That's the goal. That's the goal,
Yeah.
bro.
That is always a
You
goal.
know, if you can succeed with that in life, bro, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Because
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, coming from the things that have happened to me the last 5 years, the last thing that we have is the memory of our parents,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the last thing that our kids are gonna have is the memory of us,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth.
Hmm.
Right? And how a cool thing. Hopefully, you had a great relationship with your father. If you didn't, and obviously that's a different situation. But I'm pretty sure you have a good relationship with your mother. But
Yeah.
if you have those great memories of whatever your parent is, bro, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And then to continue teaching that to your kids, and then so on and so forth. when my kids start having their kids, oh, grandpa used to do this,
Yeah,
your abuelo used to do this, your abuelo used to do that, and he
yeah,
taught me how to do this, and he taught me how to do that, and that's all. Oh, who taught you how to do that, Dad? Oh, your grandpa did.
yeah,
You know, that's dope, bro. That's a
yeah,
legacy right there. That's
yeah.
creating something
Legacy.
that you can be proud of wherever you're at.
Yeah, facts for sure.
I think that's what means to be a father, and a good one too. Because it's
Yeah,
not just providing monetarily or physically with the home or anything.
hmm
Those are natural things, right?
yeah,
But providing with those memories, with the values, teaching them how to be good people of society,
yeah,
teaching them how to be good people in our culture also. You
yeah.
know,
Being present, bro. Being present is a big deal. They remember
yeah.
that shit. They remember that shit. So if you're not present, um,
And we
that
remember when our parents were maybe not there. We're like, fuck, and it was probably normal to us. But now you think about it, like, shit, man. I don't remember my dad ever being there.
yeah, yeah,
And we knew why. Or I don't remember my mom being there, and we knew why. It wasn't that they didn't want to.
That work.
They just
yeah,
couldn't. They had to work.
yeah.
They didn't have the options that we have. You know,
Exactly.
so we got
Yeah,
to take advantage of it.
yeah,
And that is what this page is all about, right? Bringing up these topics, having a conversation like we had one today, connecting people from different experiences, different parts of the country or the world. That's how we connected with somebody from Brazil the other day, right? This is what it's about. So with that, I want to thank you, Jay Rader, for joining us today. Um, I know you have your own podcast, and I want to make sure I share that with the people out there in the world of internet. But our guy here has just Raiders Baby Pod on YouTube.
No wonder I never
Uh,
heard of it.
yeah,
go give them a follow. Go give them a subscribe, and support them if you're into that stuff.
yeah. It's football. So if you're a Raider fan, make sure you guys subscribe. Just Raiders Baby Podcast on YouTube. Just Raiders Baby Pod on IG. My Instagram is JRaider underscore 505, JRaider underscore 505, and on TikTok too. So my next, I'm on all of them, bro. So yeah, if you're a football fan, especially Raiders, tap in. I do show weekly, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll
Check it out.
share.
Real quick, a football question.
Yes, sir.
You guys gonna get
Yes.
Shador?
Yep. Yep.
You think
Yep.
so?
Number one
You think it's
pick,
Prime? You
bro.
think Prime's coming over?
Prime is not gonna come over. Prime's gonna stay in Colorado. But he's gonna send his boy over to Vegas, and we're probably gonna lock in that number one or top three pick for sure. We're in top three, we good. We got him. 100%.
And you think Mr. Brady's gonna do a better job?
I think so. I mean, shit. We brought that dude in for not only his money but his mind. That's why we brought him in, bro. You bring it. You're slipping with the enemy, bro. You bring in. You have your friends close and your enemies closer. That's that type of thing, you know.
I
Let's
like
So
hope
that.
so,
You
man.
guys just tucked him in right here.
yeah, we got TB12 right in the middle of our nutsack, bro. So
That
you
was that
know.
was that was very that was a surprising move, bro. I didn't think Brady was gonna do that.
Oh,
I didn't
I
think he
kind
would.
of
I didn't think he would go down that. That. I didn't think he was that desperate for a football team. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
This
I
is
don't know,
smart.
man. He
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 kind of
owes
went a
us.
little, a
He
little,
owes
a
us, bro.
little. He kind of, I don't know,
He owes
dirty his shoes a little bit, but it's okay.
He owes us, bro. It's just he screwed us over enough, and it's time to repay the debt and for this Archer to be a dynasty, bro. It's all right.
Yeah.
It'll happen in a few years. It won't happen the next
Ah
year.
man.
Few
Well,
years. It's all right.
we got to end it at imagination
Yes,
then.
sir.
All right, boys. Thanks for
Yes,
jumping
sir.
on, Chris.
Thank you.
Pleasure always. Everybody, thank you for
Thanks for
hopping
having me,
on.
man.
Again, don't forget to
No,
give us
man.
a like, a share, and a subscribe.
Nothing but
And
good luck with your kids and your
Thank
new
you, man.
daddy adventures, and
Thank
Your
you
lady too.
for sure.
Bless both of
Thank
you
you.
guys and your family, and
Thank you.
hope you guys have a good holiday. You too, Froy.
You too.
Hopefully, I see you within the next couple days. I'll probably stop by your house, see what's up. But yeah, everybody have a great
Merry-
night. Happy holidays. If you don't, pues ni modo. There's always the next year.
Yep.
We'll make it happen.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. But thank you guys
That's
for having
right.
me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, thanks for
Apples,
jumping on,
baby.
man. All right,
Apples,
guys.
baby.
My pleasure.